Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market report. Yesterday we had seen some profit booking in the markets. Indian indices were trading 0.5% down on the back of some profit booking after investors feel that the markets has overrun. On the global front, we had seen Japanese central bank coming out with its policy and has remained unchanged. There are no new updates. After it released US 80 trillion yuan's QE in last week. So on the back of that, there was some negative news or some negative developments in the markets going ahead, and US markets also opened negative on the back of some. We had Fed releasing its minutes, so ahead of that, US markets were trading lower. But after the Fed minutes were released, we had seen spike up in the Dow Jones. The Fed statement says that they are likely to raise interest rates somewhere in next year, mid of next year. Even if the inflation is low and looking at the negative global sentiments also, they are likely to go ahead with their planned schedule of raising of interest rates. On the back of that, markets had spiked up, but overall it was stagnant and Dow closed flattish. We had seen today morning Chinese manufacturing data which has come out, which was also slight negative for the market, so metals could be trading in weak, and SGX Nifty is likely to open flattish on that note. On that note, I would like to call upon Sadhna to give you a derivative check on the markets. Thank you.
Good morning friends, let's go view on derivatives. Yesterday's trade turned out to be a very disappointing trading sessions for the Indian equity markets, as we've seen that Nifty started the session on a flattish to positive note at around 8465 odd levels, but very soon it gave away all of their gains. Like many of the blue chip counters were trading with negative bias, which were down in the range of 2 to 4% each, like Jindal Steel, Kane India, Tata Steel, and due to which Nifty hit a fresh intraday low at around 8386 odd levels, and finally ended the session at around 8409 levels with a loss of minus 0.50%. In this period, we have seen that long positions were squared out by market players, as open interest is decreased by 1.98% from 2 crore 52 lakhs to 2 crore 47 lakhs. Approximately 5 lakh shares were reduced in Nifty futures, and Nifty futures price decreased by approximately 40 rupees. But on the other hand, cost of carry increased by 18.52% from 12.51% to 14.83%, and Nifty futures premium increased marginally from 26 points to 27 odd levels. On the options front, PCR is decreased by 1% from 1.09 to 1.08. In yesterday's trade, we have seen that call option has shedded its shares, approximately 1 lakh shares shedded its shares in open interest, whereas put option also shedded 5 lakh shares in open interest. India VIX was up by 2% from 14.07 to 14.35%. In the call options activity, we have seen that 8,400 call option has reduced shares in open interest, and 8,500 has added marginal shares in open interest. Currently, 8,500 call option still stands with highest number of shares in open interest. And as we have seen that markets were down with trading with negative bias, put option also has reduced its shares in open interest. 8,400, also 8,300 put option has reduced its shares in open interest. There is one security in bank period today, which is Unitech. Yesterday, FIs were net bias of 1,300 odd crores in future and options segment. They were net bias of 106 crore in index futures. They were net bias of 1,300 crore in index options. They were net bias of 66 crore in stock futures, and they were net sellers of 154 crore in stock options. Our Friday CVM still stands at 8410 from 2 days continuously. Lower range for the market would be 8380. This would be a very crucial level going forward, and higher range would be 8,500. Singapore Nifty is up by 4.5 points, which is at 8422.50. We may see a flattish to positive start in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
For trading ideas of the day, we have first, Coal Ministry has released draft guidelines for auctioning of its 72 blocks. The likely completion date for this auctioning would be closed by March 31st, 2015. So it is action to be taken. Long CESC, current market price of 720 with a stop loss of 706 and target of 742, 756. Action to be taken is long NTPC also, current market price is 144, stop loss is 141, target is 148 and 151. Ranbaxy has lost its bid to court order to block Nexium and Velocity generics production. So action to be taken is short Ranbaxy with a stop loss of 614, target of 583 and 571. Current market price is 602. We had metals, Chinese manufacturing data came in at 6 months low. This could be a bit negative for the metal sector, and we feel action to be taken should be short Tata Steel, current market price of 471, target of 480 and stop loss of 480 and target of 456 and 447. We had a short JSW Steel, current market price of 1209, stop loss of 1233 and target of 1173 and 1148. We had on the acquisition front, Kotak Mahindra Bank had announced yesterday that it is likely to take over ING Vysya Bank. The deal could be valued at could value ING Vysya Bank at 16,500 crores, and the swap ratio could be 2:2.5. ING Vysya may get 7% stake in the combined entity. This is a positive for Kotak Bank as well as ING Vysya Bank. Action to be taken long Kotak Mahindra Bank, current market price of 1077, stop loss of 1055, target of 1109 and 1131. Action to be taken is long ING Vysya Bank also, current market price is 757.55, stop loss is 742 and target should be kept at 780 and 795. On the news update, Moody's has reviewed its rating for quite a few corporates, Indian corporates, from negative to stable on expectations of economic recovery and enhanced access to global capital markets. On the other news items, Dr. Reddy's US FDA has conducted surprise inspection at Dr. Reddy's Vizag plant. This could be a bit negative for Dr. Reddy's. Promoters of Shriram EPC has increased their stake from 41.33% to a whopping 69.87%. The deal could be valued around 160 odd crores. JLR has opened its first overseas research and development facility in Portland, USA at an investment of $3 million. On other news items, Crompton Greaves has announced that it has started a new smart grid facility in France, and the production could start from Q2 of CY 2015. On government needs to infuse 2.4 lakh crores in PSU banks by 2019. These are the statements of RBI Deputy Governor yesterday. NSE has decided to include 6 new items or 6 new stocks in FNO. Those are MTech Auto, Bosch, Engineers India, Indiabulls Housing, Strides Arco Labs and Wockhardt Pharma. The changes are to be implemented from November 28th onwards. On other news item, RBI has raised its investment limit in Penar Industries to 35% for FIIs and RFPIs. On the watch list front, stocks with positive bias, we like Z Entertainment, the current market price is 388.55. On the negative side, we think Kane India could be a bit negative, current market price is 261. And Exide Industries could be a stock on the negative side. Today, the current market price is 158.55. That's it, friends, from all of us. Thank you and have a nice trading session.